Hi folks, today I'm going to be giving you some key hints and tips on how to buy the perfect home in Scotland. I'm going to cover off a number of areas that can help you when you're planning to do that. The first thing that you should be looking to do when you're planning to buy the right home for your circumstances is make sure that you're determining your budget as early as you possibly can. Make sure that you stick to this budget as well. Take into consideration not only what the monthly cost of the mortgage is going to be, the monthly cost of your gas, electric, council tax, all of these kind of household expenses. Also, you need to consider how much you can actually borrow. You don't want to be in a position where you believe that you can afford the monthly costs, but when you approach the lender, they won't give you the amount that you're looking for. So make sure that when you're determining your budget, check the monthly costs, check how much you can borrow, and make sure that you don't compromise on this. Stick within these parameters. You also want to be looking to do your homework, so you want to be researching the local market. Don't forget that there's loads of property portals out there, so the likes of your Rightmoves, Zooplas, S1 Homes, and you can utilise all of these. Bear in mind that some estate agents don't use all of these platforms, so it's always best to get a broad scope of them all and take all of that into consideration. You might even want to start reaching out to local estate agents as well, and even letting agents, because what can sometimes happen is letting agents will have houses that have been rented out previously that are now coming onto the market. So you want to be considering that when you're looking to get the right home for your circumstances. Also take into consideration the local area, things like the local amenities, the schooling system, transport links, and make sure that you've considered, is that going to fit the right circumstance, the right path for your circumstances, and is it going to be the right local area? So take that into consideration. Be ready to move quickly is another key tip that I would give you. What you don't want to do is be in a position where your ideal house and your ideal location comes up, and then you start making tracks to buy it. You're already at a standing start, or someone already that's got their mortgage in principle, they've checked out their finances, they've got their house on the market, whatever it may be. You don't want to be in the position where you're falling behind. Make sure that if you are planning to buy, you're ready to move fast. Get your mortgage approved in principle. Make sure that you're checking your budget and get your solicitor in place early so that you can move quickly if needed. What you also want to consider is older listings. So you might be put off buying an older listing and they're thinking, well, why has it been on there? Is there limited interest in it? But you might need to consider, is that type of house in that area something that everyone wants to buy? It could well be that it is your ideal, your perfect property in your perfect location. So don't forget to consider older buildings. Also, has there been a previous purchase that's fallen through? This can sometimes happen, and rather than starting a fresh listing, it would just tend to go back on the market using the same listing, just removing the sold subject to contract sticker that's usually on them. So take that into consideration as well. But you can often find, in my experience, a decent bargain when you're considering older listings. If there's limited interest in it, or if a sale's recently fallen through, you might need to be able to move even quicker again. So it's key to get yourself ahead of the game and take all of these things into consideration. Final thing that I'm going to touch on is the alert features. So if you have a specific house in a specific area that you're after, whether it's a 3-bed detached in Motherwell or a 2-bed semi in Hamilton, you can set up online portal alerts on the likes of your Rightmove platforms. And what will happen whenever a new house is listed on this platform, you'll get a notification on it. It's an easy way to get yourself there and find out what houses are coming onto the market without you actually having to go and check it. So don't forget about that. But again, I hope you found this useful, and if you did, don't forget to give us a like and please subscribe.